Hello students, welcome to St. Anthony's classes. Students, we are working from home. So in the previous video, we have solved the till question number 10 of exercise 13.1. Now look at the question number 12. Question number 11 is similar to question number 10 that we have to do by ourselves. Okay. Now question number 12 says that assume that each one child is equally like to be a boy or a girl. If a family has two children, what is the conditional probability that both are girls given that the youngest is a girl, first part, and the second part is at least one is a girl. So first of all, both childs are equal to be likeable. Okay, so the sample space. Family has two children, so sample space would be like both child are boys. The elder is boy, younger one is a girl, or elder is girl, younger one is a boy, and both are girl. So this is the possibility that this is the sample space of this question. Okay, now what we have to find now in solving the first part? What probability we have to find? We have to find conditional probability that both are girls. So here, suppose event, let E is the event that both child are girls. Okay, this is the event which I have let. So the event E would be, what are the elements will come over here? That would be both child as girls. Then only this case GG. Okay, so this is the event E. Okay, now we have to find conditional probability when the youngest is a girl. So let event F is youngest child is a girl. Youngest child is a girl. Okay, so what are the elements which comes to into event F? So youngest is a girl. So here youngest is a girl and here youngest is a girl. So BG and GG. Now what we have been asked in the question, we have been asked that find P, find the conditional probability of both are girls. So both are girls E. This we have to find conditional probability given that the youngest is a girl. It means F. So we have to find P is less F. Okay. So for that we need E intersection F. So E intersection F would be, what is the common between these two events E and F? It's only GG. Okay. Now just find probability of all the events. Now what would be the probability of event F? The probability of event F would be, there are two elements, number of elements in the event 2 upon number of element in the sample space 4. So it's equals to 1 by 2. Okay. Now what is the P E intersection F? There is only one element in the event, 1 upon 4. Okay. So now we are good to go. We have all the values. So now P E slash F would be equals to P intersection F upon PR. So the values are P intersection F is 1 by 4 and that is 1 by 2. So it means 1 by 2. So it means what? That there are 50% chances that both girls will be girl if younger one is a girl. I hope it's clear. Okay, now we'll solve the second part. So please pause the video and note it down. In the second part also, event E is the same, that both child are girls, but event F is different. Okay. So here, event F is, in the second part, event F is at least one is a girl. At least one is a girl. Okay. So what are the elements which comes into the event F? So at least one is a girl, BG, there is a girl, GB and GG. Okay, this is the event F. So now E intersection F would be, E intersection again it's GG, only one element. Now find the probability of F. So probability of event F would be, how many elements are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 in the sample space there are 4, 3 by 4. In E intersection F there is one element, so probability of E intersection F, that would be 1 by 4. So now again P E slash F would be P intersection E F upon P F. So the value of P intersection F is 1 by 4 and that is 3 by 4. So it means what? 1 by 3. So 33.33% are there chances to be that both child will be a girls if at least one is a girl. Okay students, so now please pause the video and note it down. Students, now look at the question number 13. In question number 13 we have a question meant where there are two categories of question: true false question and multiple choice question. Under these two categories, we have two more categories: easy and difficult. So we have 300 easy true false question, 200 difficult true false question, 500 easy multiple choice question, and 400 difficult MCQ question. So what happens? Someone has picked a question at random from the question bank. It could be any of these categories. Picked up one question, and what we have been asked in the question, that is, what is the probability that it will be an easy question given that it is a multiple choice question. So we have two events here. We have to find the conditional probability of this event. It will be an easy question. This is our event E, and what is the condition given? F is, event F is that it is a multiple choice question. So first of all, how many solution means this is solution. How many? What is the size of sample space? We have 300 plus 200 plus 500 plus 400. So overall 1400 questions. So sample space is 1400. Now let E is the event that it will be an easy question. E is the event, easy question. Okay, and let F is the event. F is the event that it would be an multiple question. F is the event that chosen question is multiple choice question. Okay, student. So, and E intersection F means would be, now this is the event E, which is easy question. Easy question. We have event F. Event F is, sorry, event E is easy question. Easy questions. And event F is multiple choice question, MCQs question. So beta, what will be the intersection of E and F? It means what? In this area we have easy question and MCQ question. It means what? It means easy MCQ questions. So beta, E intersection F would be easy MCQ questions. I am just repeating again. E is the set, E is the event where we have all easy questions. F is the event where we have all MCQ questions. So then E intersection F will denote the area in which we have easy MCQ question. I hope I'm clear by explaining it. Okay, so I'm just roughing out this diagram. Now find out the probability of all this. So PE, probability of event E, it means what? Easy question. How many easy questions are? 300 true false easy and 500 MCQ. So total 800. So probability would be 800 upon 1400. So that would be 4 by 7. Okay, now PF. What is this? Multiple choice question. How many multiple choice question we have? 500 plus 400, 900. That is 900 upon 1400. So that is 9 by 14. And P intersection F. P intersection F means easy MCQ questions. How many easy MCQ questions we have? We have 500 easy MCQ questions. So this probability would be 500 upon 1400. So that is 5 by 14. Okay. So now what we have to find? We have to find conditional probability of it will be an easy question. It means event E, given that slash it is a multiple choice question, event F. The formula for that would be P E intersection F upon PF, and we have all the values. So P intersection F is 5 by 14 and that is 9 by 14. So PE slash F equals to 5 by 9. I hope it's clear. So please pause the video and note it down. Students, now look at the question number 14. So in question number 14 we have given that two numbers appearing on throwing two dice are different. Find the probability of the event the sum of the number on the dice is 4. So first of all, when we are throwing two dice, so total number would be 36. It means sample space is of 36. Okay. Now we have to find, let E is the event E is the event that find the probability. So that's the first event, we'll consider it as E. The sum on the dice is 4. Sum on the dice is 4. Okay, so the element in the set would be sum on the dice. So it could be 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 2. I think these are the only elements which can make a sum of 4. Okay, so now given that is event F, let F is the event that two numbers appearing on dice are different. Number on dice are different. Okay. When we are throwing two dice, here one thing is to notify. When we are throwing two dice, okay, so in how many cases are there in which number would be same? That would be 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Only these are the 6 cases in which numbers would be same. Apart from these 6 numbers, on each sample point we have different numbers. If here is 1, there would be 2. If here is 1, there would be 3, 4. Here is 2, there would be 1, 4, 5, anything. But apart from these 6, there would be no sample point in which numbers will be same. So the element in set F would be, total sample points are 36, in which 6 are such where the digits are the same. So we will subtract them. So there will be 30 such sample points in which number on dice will be different. So the number of element in set F would be 30 elements. Isn't it? Is it? Okay. So now, and the E intersection F would be here number on the dice are different. So all these 3 number, will it be in intersection F or not? It would be, but here numbers are same. So this element will not take place in the intersection F. So in intersection F, the element would be 1, 3 and 3, 1. Okay. I am repeating again, F was the event in which number on dices are different. So out of these 36 sample points, only these are the 6 points where digits will be same. So for the numbers where digits are different, we have to subtract these 6 from the total. So 36 minus 6, 30. 30 are the such sample points in which digits are different. Now E intersection F. So in F we have all the sample points where digits are different, and we have to take the intersection of E and F, but in E 2, 2 is the element where digits are same, so we won't take it into the intersection F. So the 1, 3 and 3, 1 will take this over. Okay. Now probability of F would be number of elements in F 30 upon number of elements in sample space 36. So 6, 5 are 30, 6, 6 are 36, 5 by 6, and here P intersection F would be, here we have 2 elements, 2 upon 36, so that would be 1 upon 18. Okay, so now P E slash F, it means what? Conditional probability of event E that sum on dice is 4, given that condition is 2 numbers appearing through dice are different. It means slash F. So formula for that is P E intersection F upon P F. So now the value of P intersection F is 1 upon 18 and PF is 5 by 6, so that be 3 times, so it would be 1 upon 15. So this is the probability, this is the chances of occurring this event. Okay, so now it's clear, so please pause the video and note it down.